Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Happy January 6th, everyone. I know that it's been a lot following, like with you guys and the Adams family being a part of this with me. I have moved 6 times in 4 years, you guys. Everyone keeps asking me why I moved so much. I just want to be like pretty open with you guys. This is not our only thing that we do. You know, Jason and I love real estate, and since we've been together, we met in LA, we moved to Thailand, moved to New York, back to LA, to Florida, to South. It's just been like, it's kind of something that we do. When I met Jason, I was always like landlocked in like a bubble growing up. And Jason traveled the world. And I thought it was one of the best things. It's something that I loved about him was like he was always down for a new adventure. And that's kind of our thing. So nothing crazy, but we're back in Hilton Head. And this is a great place for us because it's such a happy place for us. We love it. And yeah, I thank you guys for being a part of everything with us. But in the meantime, we are back to talk about Dorit Kemsley and some more. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's start here. Yep. Dorit ain't playing with PK's ass. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Dorit Kemsley reacted to the tense conversation that she had with PK on an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. So after she and PK sat down to discuss their marriage, with PK declaring himself single and accusing Dorit of emasculating him, Dorit explained what would make her give up on the relationship. She addressed the possibility of PK dating and offered some backstory as to why PK was feeling less than. She said, I actually had to say to PK before the dinner, be honest, be open. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you need to say it. Because I also wanted that clarity. So, of course, there's going to be really, really difficult things. She said this on the after show, but I kind of want to chime in here really quick. That is a very brave thing to do. I know that they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. But the vulnerability of letting a lot of people, and I know it's a choice, but letting a lot of people into your relationship, a lot of people will fake it. Oh my God, our relationship. I love my husband. I love my wife. We're so amazing. Everything's great. And then they won't really show you what's going on behind the scenes. So for Dorit asking PK to have these difficult conversations and come in and be unapologetically himself and just like throw it at her and whatever he wants to say it so she can process it. It's very different than like, and I am not dissing the DeBros at all, but like when Heather and Terry DeBro sometimes go on camera for OC, and Dr. Terry DeBro will start throwing little like jokes out there and stuff, or saying something, or he'll get like maybe frustrated, and Heather's like, stop it right now, the cameras are rolling, stop, don't do that to me. And it's very different than being like, talk to me however you would talk to me, ignore the cameras, let everyone in, let them all see it. It's a freaking brave ass thing to do, because then everyone's going to have an opinion. It's like if you tell your parents, like you have a spouse, you tell your parents that you're fighting with your spouse. Okay. You go home that night, you fix things with your spouse. The next day, your parents are like, what happened when you went home? And you're like, oh, well, we had a conversation and we're better now. And they're like, what? You had we didn't have a conversation with that person. We still don't like them. And that's the thing. It's like once you let people in, it's a really hard, you're giving a perception. And if that perception is negative, then now you really have to work your ass off to change the perception. It's a hard thing to do. So just throwing that out there, but back to it. Ay. So while she and PK had a tough decision, she didn't blame him for referring to himself as single PK. He was a single free man, and I felt secure enough and at least strong enough to be able to deal with whatever was going to come my way. And I wasn't being honest, open, and vulnerable. But one thing that was particularly hard for Dorit to hear was that she and PK wouldn't be talking as much. It shocked me. Now, although Dorit didn't go into her separation with the mindset of staying close to PK, so they'd eventually get back together, she felt that they'd be in touch frequently since they share two children, Jagger and Phoenix. And I said to him multiple times, whatever you need, whatever you want, you can have it. You need for us to have some time apart, fine. I'm not one of those women who's going to try to fight to stay married to someone who doesn't want to be married to me. I'm just not going to. But with that said, Dorit noted that if she and PK were both fighting for the relationship, she would, of course, commit herself to doing so. But equally so, if he wants to go out and his desires to go out and date other women, that would hurt royally. That would be hard. But the dynamic is changing day to day. Now, during another segment of the Beverly Hills After Show, Dorit revealed that their dinner wasn't the first time that PK had told her that he felt emasculated by her. When I heard it, I was listening to respond, and I don't think that I've ever listened to let it sit with me and accept these are his feelings. They would come up when I would have, whenever I would take over something. So if he was going over a contract that I had and that's his domain, that's the truth. And it reached to a point that where it was like I had no more about whatever it was that I was getting into, and I wanted to intervene and take over. So he wasn't just doing all of my contracts and stuff by himself. But while Dorit felt that she had educated herself enough to enter the business side of her relationship with PK, doing so made PK feel less than. It made him feel like he wasn't the best at it. And I didn't have the trust or the respect. But PK felt like I didn't need him as much. And let's say I once did. According to Dorit, PK interpreted her desire to be more in control as her not needing him anymore, even though that wasn't and is not the case. It never changed. I feel like I needed him exactly the same amount, but in different ways. It didn't drop off. Okay. I mean, let me just dissect this really quick. Even in this relationship that they're in, I think that you can say both can be wrong. PK made it PK made it very known, even in his interview, that he thought that him and Dorit coming onto the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills would be fun. It would be social. Dorit took it very seriously. It gave her a certain level of celebrity. She started changing her appearance and the way that and I'm not just saying like physically. I don't know what she has physically done, but the glam, the dressing, the way that I think that she was kind of maneuvering the world, because you start to build like this layer of thick skin. People are coming up to you. You have to protect yourself. You do change, right? And I think she started to change. And I don't think that that's what he wanted, because I think when he met Dorit, Dorit was a very average person. People weren't running up to Dorit being like, "Oh my God, we love you." It was something where he had the upper hand. And it's a power play in the dynamic. And when one person goes up and the other person is like, okay, well, one person's more important and things shift, sometimes it could be hard for the other partner. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. Again, do not forget, we will be live at some point this week. I'll keep you posted. Thank you guys for coming on this move with me. I didn't take a day off. By the way, I did not take a day off through this move. I am still here. We're maneuvering. If you see right now, I'm looking at probably 39 boxes in my dining room, but nothing's in my living room. And yeah, we're gonna get it together. Okay, I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.